A pirate re-enters the bay, people really like buying drugs on the internet, and a man puts the power of bitcoins in his hands, very literally. Today is Monday, November 10th, 2014, and the price of Bitcoin has risen to about $365. I'm Stephen Chun, and here's what's happening today in money and tech. Shiver me timbers, the captain has returned. Peter Sun, co-founder of torrent tracking site The Pirate Bay, was released today after spending 5 months in jail. As Sun announced on his Twitter account, "My body just got reunited with my soul and mind, the parts of me that matters and that can never be held hostage." Sun was arrested and convicted in Sweden earlier this year for his assistance in making copyright content available. Sun is expected to take some time off before returning to work on various internet projects, including a stealth project to create decentralized, fully distributed web software based on P2P technologies. Sun is also working on a project entitled Hemless, a free and private messaging platform with end-to-end encryption, which will prevent governments from spying on users. Sun's liberation is being celebrated by internet users worldwide. Last week, we reported on the FBI's shutdown of anonymous black market website The Silk Road 2.0 and the subsequent arrest of the website's operator, Blake Benthall. Well, not even a day later came the launch of Silk Road 3.0. It's probably pretty safe to assume that at this point, people really like buying drugs on the internet. And this new site will also likely operate for about a year before another FBI sting operation shuts it down, leading to the Silk Road 4.0. Hopefully for their sake, this new site's operator will have learned a lesson or two from the mistakes of their predecessors, particularly Blake Benthall. If you're running a highly illegal anonymous darknet website offering your users the ability to purchase illegal goods, probably don't link the entire server to your personal email. Not a joke, that's apparently how they caught him. Bitcoin trading marketplace Open Bazaar has released its third beta known as Tabriz, which is the first release to run on Windows. The software is completely decentralized and does not possess any central servers, which often make buyers and sellers vulnerable to government shutdowns. Open Bazaar is being heralded as a possible means forward and measure for safety following the crackdown on the Silk Road darknet operations, as sellers and buyers are likely to stop trusting similar centralized services. Open Bazaar is a completely online market designed for e-commerce through the use of Bitcoin and is intended for distributed, general-purpose marketplaces like eBay. While the platform is not designed for illegal products, its system prevents such activity from being easily monitored. Dogecoin and Litecoin have teamed up in an effort to give orphans in the Philippines a Christmas they will never forget. The charity is called Light Shibes for Christmas, and as a Reddit announcement post states, this is a milestone in crypto history to show that we can bridge the gap between communities to really make a difference and help those less fortunate. The charity will be running until the first week of December, and there are currently 2 wallet addresses where donations can be sent. In addition, Crypto Shirts has created a commemorative shirt for the charity drive and will contribute $5 to the charity for every Light Shibes for Christmas shirt they sell. As the post urges, please help where you can. Every little bit helps these children. No donation is too small. Bitcoin mining company Hashfast, which declared bankruptcy in May of this year, has received permission to liquidate all of its remaining assets. Hashfast currently owes investors up to $40 million. The ruling follows a number of legal accusations recently thrown at Hashfast, which include fraud and breach of contract. The company is claiming that bankruptcy may be their one chance at recovering their investors' money. Hashfast's stories is similar to that of Butterfly Labs, another Bitcoin mining company, to recently make legal news. From items not shipping fast enough to failing to process customer refunds to misleading customers on shipping dates, it appears that Hashfast simply made too many promises it couldn't keep. The auction date is presently set for December 4th. Martin Wismeier, the founder of Bitcoin ATM collective Mr. Bitcoin, has undergone a painful procedure to have 2 NFC or near-field communication chips embedded into his hands, which can be read by a range of devices for a variety of purposes. Number 1, it's awesome. Wismeier initially used the chips to store his Bitcoin wallets, but in the end decided it wasn't secure enough to do so permanently. Instead, he currently uses the chips as a built-in alarm that will only turn off when he puts his hands on a sensor, and is planning to install an NFC-enabled lock at his home so he can open his front door with just a swipe of his palm. The glass chips he had implanted are XNTI devices, which come pre-installed in syringes to easily insert them under the skin and can store about 880 bytes of data. Wismeyer explained that this thought process for this elaborate endeavor by saying, "I have real-world uses for it today. My phone and tablets are still compatible. By supporting these biohacking developments, we can learn what works and what doesn't, and that someday, in the not-so-distant future, we will be able to implant more functionality. I believe we are paving the way for social acceptance, while at the same time we support the biohacking technology that drives it. I have seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched C-beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time like tears in rain." Okay, he didn't say the last part. Find more information on today's news stories at moneyandtech.com. I'm Stephen Chun, and thanks for watching Money and Tech's Daily News Update.